25th, I got a meeting with the governor. That's real rap a lot, no cap a lot. I used to from Farron down to Camelot. I used to whip up in my granny's pot. She asked my friends, was I? They said, nope, he not. The mind to a praying woman. The truth's a heavy burden and it's weighing on me. Red doggies caught me slipping with the wailing on me. I went to calling out for Jesus like a reverend on me. Chalked it up to sin, took it on my chin. Gotta take some L's if you wanna win. They took a but didn't take a sin. I didn't even have no re-up I could re-up with. Had to rob another just to re-up. Pray to God that in his heart he found forgiveness for me. It was nothing personal, it was just business for me. When I got on, I paid him back and told him it was ugly. I'd rather ask forgiveness like 100 times than be asking for permission in a beggar's line. Cause of who I be and check out how I tend to mine. I got a partner who don't eat no pork at dinner time, but let you act like you gon' ever hurt or injure mine. He have your
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Indianapolis Colts. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play there on the catch and run. On first down, Wentz. Forced out to his left. He's got the first down here inside the 30. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Only needing 2 yards on second down. Wentz. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Davante Adams. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, Their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Let's go. 44 is Mike. 44 is Mike. Check.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech, but I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Wentz. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Joey Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Eric Wilson able to make the tackle. This defense for the Colts, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? Do you just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Mayfield now from the 50. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Under a minute to go. Clock running at a back and forth first quarter of play. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Chubb will have the 1st down and much more. And down to the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Mayfield on play action. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. 7 yards, the pickup there.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Fights loose. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
They'll fake the give to Taylor. Now Wentz. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a 4th down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 30. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Being chased out left. Drops it off for Chubb. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
A give. This is Chubb. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. He was brought down by Eric Wilson.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Second and 5 now. Mayfield. And he's got his man on the out route. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Here's Mayfield. The quick slant caught. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shot.
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Kareem Hunt, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Wentz now on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And I think the Browns got it. They did. He let one slip away last week as well. So now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out of practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a 2-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. 2-hand. Oh, I get it. 2-hand monster. Both hands on the football. Taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Let's go, B. Big series right here. We got to step it up. 44 is Mike. 44 is Mike. Check.
They'll give it to Chubb. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Mayfield off the play fake.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Wilson.
He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Now Myers for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. He completes it to Beckham. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
7 yards, the pickup there. From the 44, Mayfield.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Close there. He caught it, just wasn't able to stay in bounds.
And that's where the sideline, it was used as a 12th defender. You know, 11's legal. This one is an imaginary one that my college coach used to call Sammy Sideline. Sammy Sideline can protect you at times, and in this case, that's exactly what he did for the defenders. They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off around the 37.
So that one will be accepted. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Wentz going to give this to Taylor, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Greedy Williams picks it off.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play.
So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top.
As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. The Browns drive about to get started. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I liked what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And inside the 40 to the 39. 56 yards rushing for him now to this point. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
Someone's been having a good game so far. And you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. A run for Nick Chubb. Shifts by him. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw pulled in by Schwartz. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 14. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense. A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Browns take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Looking deep for Adams. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Wentz. And he'll look for Adams again, and this time he's got him. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
They'll run for it with Hines. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Chubb on the counter. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And again, it's Chubb. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Throwing, Mayfield. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 24. 108 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. The Browns on third down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 third down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll. It's Landry now on the end around. And they'll get him down right about the 20. There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns are looking like they'll move to 6-1 as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Looking deep for Adams. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Push him back.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand.